Hello Aries, welcome back to my channel, Ethereal Angel, and I'm here to give you a quick reading, Aries, for the themes of love and romance, but anything else that pops up for this Virgo full moon happening tomorrow, February 19th. It's actually a super moon, which basically means the moon is going to be closer to Earth. And it's falling in the sign of Virgo. So, kind of meditating on the energy of the full moon, it's a lot about getting back to your body and really grounding yourself, Aries. As a fire sign, it's important that you guys do that. With Virgo, there can be a lot of energy of overanalyzing, maybe a little bit of paralysis by overthinking, Aries. So we're going to pick up on the energies and what this full moon can mean for you. And I'm actually using my angel tarot cards today instead of regular. So we'll see how this goes. I'm going to try to keep it pretty short and sweet. The first card is going to be your past position, but basically I'm looking at this for this full moon reading as your blocks. Anything that's blocking you that derived from your past energy. The present card will read as present, but also sort of looking at what you're manifesting right now based on the present energies and anything that you're being asked to release. And then future would be what you have in store around this full moon, the energies around the full moon, and moving forward out of that energy, or what you might get and learn around this full moon. Ooh boy, Aries. Okay, so in your past position, you have 5 of air, which is 5 of swords in the traditional deck. In your present, you have 2 of air, 2 of swords, and then in your future spot here, you have the sun. So Aries, right off the bat, it looks like you have a lot going on in your mind. So let's just dig in. With 5 of swords, it says here, an unwise choice. Learn what you can from this situation. Review everyone's motives. So this is in your past position, and like I said, I'm sort of reading this as potential blocks or energies that had happened in your past that are affecting your present. So it looks like with this 5 of swords here, Aries, some of the choices you made in your past, the mindset that you had in your past is no longer serving you. Universe is asking you to look back at a time when you made a difficult decision, Aries, and see how that is mentally affecting you today, because in your present energy, you're in 2 of air, which says being unable or unwilling to make a decision, a stalemate, pretending there is no problem. With 2 of air in the traditional deck, 2 of swords, it's a woman who's sitting there blindfolded with 2 swords across her, and I definitely feel here that this full moon is really going to ask you, Aries, to take the blindfold off and to really look at with a logical, not so much an emotional lens at the past decisions that you've made, especially since I am kind of reading this in love. Times in the past where maybe you deceived yourself, patterns that you may have in choosing a partner or choosing romantic endeavors. I can see here, and like I kind of said before I laid these, I think with Virgo, it's interesting. Virgos have a tendency to really, for being an earth sign, live in their head a lot, and they are notorious overthinkers and can tend to be on the more anxious side of the spectrum. Not all Virgos, but I will say sometimes, because they are so intellectual, there's a bit of like that analysis paralysis, which really rings true with this 2 of swords. It's a stalemate, indecisiveness. If you don't tell universe, Aries, what you specifically want to manifest, you could be subconsciously blocking yourself. So I think that this air and sword energy here in your past that's carried a bit into your present, Aries, is just calling you to really get back to your fiery self, and to clear out the mental fog or indecision. Sometimes I think we feel like, okay, I don't know what I want, so let me just coast for a while in this in-between. But if you're having that type of energy in your life right now, it would really serve you well to think about what you don't want, and instead of using that wording, like first make a list of what you don't want, but instead of talking about what you don't want, to get out of this stalemate, write it in the way of what I do want. So I know that kind of sounded funky, but what I meant is, if you don't want a non-committal partner, instead of writing I don't want someone who doesn't commit, rethink that and start saying affirmations like I attract partners who are unafraid of commitment. I attract partners who love to be committed, who are commitment minded. With the sun here, everything's gonna be fine. I think this Virgo full moon is gonna help you to release a lot of your mental entrapment and kind of come back out into the light, Aries. So with the sun, we have happy outcome, brilliant new ideas that lead to success. Have confidence in yourself, Aries. If you have been kind of making impulsive decisions in the past with the 5 of air, or which maybe has moved you into sort of like, okay, instead of making impulsive decisions, I'm just kind of ride this out and not make any clear decision at all. What the sun is urging you to do is to get out of your mind, and I think with the sun this is beautiful too, to get back to the elements and the earth, especially with this Virgo full moon. It's all about, like I said, grounding yourself, being in very present physically in your body, eating maybe for a day, eating some plant-based foods, doing something. I know it's winter time, so it's hard, especially here in the Midwest, to do something outside or outdoors, but even if that means going to an indoor botanical garden or something, I think that would serve you well, Aries. But this is just saying the outcome is positive. You are manifesting at all times, truth be told. So with this full moon, I think for you, it's going to be getting out of your own head, and don't tell yourself a story that you are trapped or paralyzed. There's always something positive that you can focus on, Aries. There's always something that you can turn into a positive. If your thoughts have been overwhelmingly negative, or just you don't know really where things are going, and you don't know which way to go, maybe the best thing to do is just write a list on this full moon of everything you want to release. Burn it up. That would be some sun energy, some fire energy. And tell yourself that you are back in control now. And don't let your mind do all the work. Marry your mind back into your body, and realize that you can make decisions, Aries, from your emotions, from your gut, and from other places in your body that are not just your mind. Okay, so the romance angels say that you are also manifesting a partnership here. You have the getting to know each other card. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So Aries, what I see here is you might be in a stalemate, or have someone on your mind that you kind of are going back and forth about. There's more that you need to know about this romantic partner. I think that with this full moon, There are going to be deeper parts of this person's personality that are revealed to you with the sun. I think there's going to be some illumination in your love life. Someone might come forward also that wants to get to know you. So Aries, overall, this is really positive energy with the sun here in your outcome card. I hope you take some time on this full moon in Virgo to do some releasing, do some purging of negative thought patterns, do something in the arena of self-care to get back in your body. And I see very positive, beautiful things here in your future spot. Aries, also I want to note that in the next week or so you can be on the lookout for your March love and relationship reading. So stay tuned, subscribe if you have not already, or follow me on Twitter for daily romantic energy readings. Have a great full moon, Aries.